What's up, Transit? What's up? How's everybody feeling today? Was that fun? Let's try this again. Make some noise if you had fun at Double Dog Dare-a-thon. That was awesome. Man, that was a blast. Way to go. And all there were some absolutely incredible submissions, nominees, winners. So props to all of you. That was awesome. If I haven't met you yet, my name is Stuart, and I'm on staff here at Transit. And if it's your first time, first of all, I just want to say welcome. You're not alone. There's a lot of students in here for the first time today. And we hope you love it. We hope you had a blast. We hope you feel at home here, even immediately. And we hope you come back. And you can come back any Sunday that you want. And you can come back with your friend or without your friend. We just want you to know we think this is the greatest place to be for a middle school student on a Sunday morning. So come whenever you want. We love having you guys. Yeah. Wow, thank you. I feel that way. Cool. Yeah. So come on back. That's all I'm saying. The thing is, you can when you come back, you can bring, if you've got questions about God or faith or life or anything, you just bring those with you. Because the truth is, we all have questions. Yeah. We all have questions, but don't know where to find answers. That's true. Now, you might bring some to church. You might bring some to your friends. You might bring some to your parents. But then there's certain things that you're like, I don't want to ask my friends this question that I have about life or friends or family or boys or girls or school. Or you want to ask them that because then you don't want them to know that you're thinking that. So you're not going to ask your friends and, oh, my parents? No way. I'm not talking to my parents about that. And is this okay? Is this a place where you can talk about those things? Church? Well, I don't know. I've heard different things about church. But I just want you to know we all have questions, and sometimes we're not sure where to find the answers. I would say where we go most often is to Google, because that way you can do it and you can just find whatever answers you want. And just quick little counsel, Google is not always the best place to find answers for things. But I did do a little Google searching to prepare for today before we head to small groups. And I decided to write in some things that you may write in or just for fun about middle school students, question middle school students ask. So you know how when you write in the Google bar, you start typing something and then it drops down all of the most popular things that are written about that? Like if you started typing Justin, it would be like, boom, Justin Bieber would be like the first one. And then it would go down from that. And it would be like Justin Timberlake and, Justin's from there. But in this case, I started typing, in middle school, what? In middle school, what is a passing grade? That's awesome. Don't admit, if you've done that, it's fine. It's totally fine. It's just a question you might ask. But what I love about this is that also down here, what is considered a passing grade in middle school is just as popular, and what's a passing grade in middle school is just as popular. Apparently, when you start asking in middle school what, you're just wondering, can I pass? Can I pass school? And that's cool. You should always make efforts to pass school and maybe make better grades than just passing, but that's up to you. Okay, so then I tried something else, and I started typing middle school specific, why is middle school? And here's the top options that came up. Why is middle school so stressful, so hard, important? Why is middle school important? Good question. So important. I love that. And then this one is one of my favorites too. Just so terrible, awkward. Why is middle school math important? Anybody after? Yes? I almost anticipated an applause for that question. Like, yeah, why is middle school math important? Tell me. Well, I'm just in church. I'm not here to explain, y equals 3x minus b. I don't know how to explain that. I'm not quite sure why middle school math. At some point, you'll use it. That's what your teacher would say, so I'm just going to support your teacher. At some point in life, you'll use this. Okay, I tried something else. Why are middle schoolers so cruel, so annoying, so immature, so cringe, so weird, so dumb, so loud, the worst? So cruel. Reddit's responses, please. So depressed. Well, there's some things that are laughable up there, and then there's some things that you're like, for some of you, you actually might not want to admit in this moment that you've thought before, because you don't necessarily want to say it out loud because it might sound mean, or honestly, it might be a sensitive thing for you, and you have the question, And Google's probably not the best place to find the answer. So where do we go to find the answers? And that's just about life, but you also might, we are in church, and so you also might come in here asking questions about God or faith. And I want you to know, everybody, first-timers and everybody else, the reason that this place exists is we hope that you can come and you can belong here, but that we can help you discover a faith of your own. Which means you can bring your questions to us about faith and about God, and we would love to go, this is a great place to bring those. About faith or anything else. But this time I went with, in the Google search engine, I went with what does God? Maybe some faith-based questions. What do people ask about God? What does he look like? Sure. What does Godspeed mean? What does God say about me? Maybe you've wondered that. What does God as dope mean? What does he say about divorce? What does God-fearing mean? What does he say about love, forgiveness, marriage? Maybe you've wondered that because your parents are going through something and you've wondered, what does God say about marriage? And what does he say about love? And there's things where what we want you to know is that when it comes to discovering a faith of your own or even trying to discover who is God and who do I believe Jesus is, and if you're coming here, we want you to know those are welcomed questions. In fact, they're important in discovering your faith. Asking questions is a natural part of understanding and growing in your faith. It's just part of it. So you don't have to come in here. You don't have to wait for answers to come in here. We want you to come with your questions and be willing to come in here and talk about and ask anything you want. What we believe is that Transit is the safest place to talk or ask about anything. That when we get up here and we talk about something that's true about God or about your faith or about life in middle school, what happens after here is we're going to dismiss you to small groups. And that's the place where you have adult small group leaders, high school small group leaders who are there to make sure that that room, that space is the safest place for you to be able to bring your questions, bring your wonderings, bring your thoughts. We want this to be a safe place that you can come in and be accepted as who you are and what you've done, and you just know you can still show up and you can be heard and you can ask whatever you want. That you matter, that you belong here in Transit. And we want you to know that.